Alexandria, I was really like 25, 26, and it was a lot of responsibility. And I think I got a little cocky, and I do think that prosecutors and folks with a lot of power can easily not think about the object of the consequences, the real human consequences to their wielding it. And I kind of fell into that really quickly and went into to do a sentencing, because there was a prosecutor who had handled the underlying case. The individual had pled, and so I was handling the sentencing portion. I don't know if he was going on vacation. I can't remember the whole backstory, but I'd never met the well, at this point, he was a convicted felon. I had never met him. He was just a pre-sentence report. So he was just, his life on paper was what I knew. And all of the things that he had ever done in his life.
So you're this like 25-year-old, you're in office, this case gets dropped in your lap, and all you do is have a rap sheet of him from like 18 to where he is now, of just all the wrong things that he's done, all the convictions he's had.
Right. And it set him up for like, okay, so what your sentencing guidelines are going to be. So it was like, I think it was, if I remember correctly, 20 to 35 years based on his pre-sentence report. And the guidelines are set in law. And then, you know, as the prosecutor, we were told to go in and always ask for the high end of the guidelines. That's what you do. Just wield the hammer as hard, or just swing it as hard as you can. And that's what I went in and did. And I kind of went in cocky with this sort of this sense of like I'm wearing the white hat. I'm the one doing the right thing, with a little bit of self-righteousness. And this individual comes in to the courtroom. It was the first time I ever laid eyes on him. He's really like maybe 23. He's in my age group.
Right.
And he looks like he's 12. And he is so scared. I mean, he's shaking. You know, because now things have gotten very real. And I saw him, and I just could not take my eyes off of him. And I remember thinking, this is a human being. And I started to really question, okay, so I got to go ask for the high end of the guidelines. So I go up to the, you know, podium, Julie Warren for the United States, and I asked for the high end of the guidelines based on his pre-sentence report. The judge, who was just an older, wise, but very tough judge, he was always known for being extraordinarily tough. He said, "Thank you, ma'am, sit down." And I sat there and listened while he actually got to know the man and got to understand the humanity and the process by which all of us had kind of, the system itself had failed. So this was a young boy who, I think his mother had died, his father was in jail, his brother was in jail, he'd gone into foster care, and the system just like tossed him around, then expected a good outcome. And during the course of his, you know, juvenile career in crime, they never really gave him help. And I'm not making excuses. He committed a criminal act, and a criminal consequence needs to take place. But if the criminal justice system doesn't see the human being that they're dealing with, then they're never going to get the outcome. What they're going to get is someone who started out with small time crime, and then all of a sudden graduates to where you have a human victim.